here on the phone with Stephanie Best. Stephanie is being inducted into the UCF Athletics Hall of Fame. She was a softball player. Stephanie, how you doing today, and what does it feel like to be inducted into the UCF Athletics Hall of Fame?
Well, I'm feeling great, and obviously it's a huge honor. Makes my heart extremely happy that UCF's allowing me to leave a footprint on the university, so I'm really excited and humbled by it all.
How did you learn that you were being inducted?
I got a call from Todd Stansberry, the UCF athletic director. He was just letting me know he had some exciting news for me, and he didn't waste any time. He went ahead and let me know and congratulated me on the honor.
Did you ever think that anything like that would come your way when you were part of the start of UCF softball?
Gosh, I don't know that you ever really know that kind of stuff. I think our team did a really, really good job back in the day. So I know we're creeping up on the 10-year mark where our team as a whole, I think, would be recognized for being the first group to win the conference tournament and things like that. But this is obviously icing on the cake, and I'm really excited because I've invited a lot of my teammates to come to the banquet who will actually be there to accept this honor with me.
You ask another person to come with you to that induction ceremony as well. Tell us a little bit about that.
Are we talking about Derek Jeter?
Yes.
So I did a formal invite. I made a YouTube video to invite him to come be my honorary +1. As you know, with him retiring this past season, he's just done so many great things for the game, so many great things for the sports world in general. And then just watching how he handled himself and going through the process of that entire season, I gained so much more respect than I already had for him, and I just thought it was so touching. I think anybody, whether you're a sports fan or not, to kind of watch him go through that, see what he means to, the sport of baseball and to the Yankees. But it's just a really cool thing. So I followed his career, and as a former shortstop, I mimicked my playing a lot after him. So I felt like, if there's any way to be able to kind of help honor him as well, so that's why I chose to do that.
And have you heard anything back from him? How's that campaign going?
No, I haven't. I did the video release, and I don't know him personally, so it was more kind of a fun way for me to be able to honor him. I know it was a long shot, and we haven't heard anything back, and I'm not sure that we will or not. So I hope that he'll be able to watch the video, just to see, so he knows he's definitely impacted not just baseball players, but softball players too that have watched him compete over the years.
Yeah, I saw the video. It was awesome. It was a very good creation, and I thought it was cool that you had all the people that, were saying the hashtag thing.
The what will it take?
What will it take? Yeah, I thought that was really cool, though. The whole video was awesome. So
thank you so much.
I hope that he, at least replies to that. I would be disappointed if he didn't, because it was such a good deal.
Hey, well, if you guys know anyone out there that can get that video to them, you guys help out too.
I will do my best on that. I will see what I can do as well.
Thank you.
Take us back to you choosing UCF, a program that was starting. What was it about the Knights that attracted your attention?
I'll be honest, what you just said. I was able to be a part of a group of players that were going to be of the inaugural class. Ironic as it is now to say it out loud, is part of making history. I'm from a small town in South Carolina, so when I came to do my recruiting visit, as you can imagine, from being like small town in the woods and everything, and then getting off an airplane and seeing palm trees and how beautiful it was a pretty easy decision for me at the time, because I wanted to be a part of something special. And then, gosh, you walk on campus, it's one of the most beautiful campuses in the entire country, so that was a pretty easy selling point.
You talk about something special. The softball team has something special going on in 2015. What's it like to watch a top 20 ranked program out at UCF?
It's unbelievable. It's awesome. It's, I think all of us that have played for the program, I'm seeing so much action on social media, whether it be Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, all that of former players being so proud to be a Knight at this point, because, you always hope you want the program to get better and better and better. And you want people to break your records. You want to continue to break team records and things like that. And I think this group of girls is absolutely doing that, and they're making history. They've got the best ranking they've ever had within the UCF softball program. So it's very cool to see. It just sounds like they've got a great team overall. They've got their stud players, their stud pitchers, their position players. But, to be ranked, you've really got to have a solid team, and they've obviously got that.
If you notice this week, a Knight was selected for professional play, selected to play, and you parlayed your UCF career into the pros. What was it like playing professionally?
It was great. I loved it. I had the opportunity. I got to play for about 5 years, and you're honestly, truly playing with the top players in the entire country. So it's such a neat thing to happen for Kaylee Novak. I'm so excited for her, and I think she's going to love it. It's going to raise her level of play even more, too, you know, competing against the best players in the country. So it's a neat experience, and if you got the opportunity to at least do it 1 year even, I think you got to do it. I think you got to take advantage and have fun, and just know you got to compete at the top level with competitors like that.
A lot of us, I being one personally, that have never seen a professional softball game. What's it like playing professional softball? What are the venues like? What are the games like? Just explain the whole thing to us.
Well, the first thing that comes to my mind, a lot of strikeouts.
Oh, okay.
When I played against the pitchers we competed against on a regular basis were Kat Osterman, Jenny Finch, Monica Abbott. So as you can imagine, I had my fair share of some tough at bats. The level of play, there's not in college. You have so many high scoring games. No one is scoring more than a couple runs off any of those pitchers. Jenny's now retired, but Monica and Kat are still competing in that league. So it's a tough game offensively. That was probably one of my downfalls. I had such a blessed, great career at UCF, and offense was what I was known for, hitting home runs, things like that. And then I went in the pro league, and it was a rude, humbling awakening, to say the least. I got out a lot more times than I planned on, but again, you know, when you're facing the best of the best, you just got to work harder, and you got to compete more and be even more disciplined. That was probably my biggest growing years as far as making adjustments. I completely changed the lower half of my swing at one point just to be more consistent, to try to make sure I can compete at that level. Kaylee's going to have an awesome time. She's going to do well in that league, too. She's the type of player, she can play middle infield. She's fast. She's quick. I'm not sure if you know this part, but I actually recruited Kaylee Novak to go to UCF. I was an assistant coach there. I was on staff for about 5 years with UCF, and I recruited Kaylee Novak, Mackenzie Otis, that group of kids were my recruiting class. So for me, I tracked the draft when it happened the other night, and my heart about burst when I saw Kaylee got drafted. I thought that was such a neat thing, and she got drafted in the 4th round, which was the exact round I got drafted in.
Oh, that's cool.
So it was just such a neat thing that I knew she was a star when I recruited her. So getting to see her continue to almost follow my footsteps as a shortstop and doing that, I mean, she's doing big things. So I loved it. It's so cool, and I'm so proud and happy for her.
We've been talking a lot about UCF softball. We're trying to cover it, more than probably anyone else is, to be honest with you. And we've talked a lot about one of the pitchers this year, and she's thrown a lot of no-hitters.
Shelby Turner, yeah.
Yeah, which
yes.
I'm not horribly familiar, I'm sorry, with the game of softball, especially in college. But is that a normal thing for people to throw no-hitters like that? Is that a thing that happens more in softball than it does, say, in baseball?
It is. It's not normal, but I'll tell you, a no-hitter is a group effort. So obviously the pitcher and the catcher are the two most important parts about the no-hitter, but if you don't have a solid defense, that doesn't happen. So you got to have a defense that can take base hits away and make those big plays. And I'll tell you that the duo of Shelby and Mackenzie is just unbelievable. It seems like ranked nationally in ERA. So what they're doing, they're making history right now. There's never been a duo at UCF to do it. We've had the greats. Allison Time, to me, was probably the best pitcher statistically, I think, that's been through there. I mean, she only played at UCF for 2 years, and 4-year players are just now approaching trying to beat her record. So it's pretty unbelievable what some of these pitchers can do. And every time you see a no-hitter, I'll tell you, that's amazing stuff, and know they're making history when you see that. It is not easy to do at all.
By the way, Turner had National Pitcher of the Week honors, 2 wins, 2 saves, her second no-hitter in a 6-day span. That's unbelievable.
It is. I saw that too, and I'm not sure if I'm going to be accurate here, but I want to say she's already been National Pitcher of the Week twice this year. To be National Player of the Week, period, is unheard of. Just about. I mean, there's over 300 Division I teams, and then you're one of thousands of players competing, and then you get that honor, and to have it twice, and I think it has happened twice in 1 year, to me is unbelievable to accomplish a feat like that.
Well, that's kind of saying something, that we have some of the best players in all of college softball at UCF. That's saying a lot, because that's not, it's obviously not something that's totally normal.
There's top players in the country that can go their whole career without getting a Pitcher of the Week nomination. You know what I mean? So it's just kind of doing the right thing at the right time and having a great week against certain competition. So I'll tell you, they've done some big things, that's for sure. It's fun to watch. It's fun to see what they're doing.
So you played collegiately, professionally, you coached. What are you doing now?
Great question. Now I'm just continue to try to share my passion of loving the game of softball and training kids. So I coached at UCF. I loved my experience there, but I was itching to do a little bit more of the training for the younger kids in the community. So actually I started a company called Pro Swings. And what we do is we do anything from camps for the younger kids, college exposure camp. We do one-on-one developmental training. Recently, we're helping kids make the recruiting videos. So basically using our experience, I've got a couple of people that work with me that do the training. We use our experience as past collegiate players and coaches to help set the kids up for success. So I guess one of my favorite parts is all my old pro ball teammates. Most everybody coaches still, so it's a good excuse. We've had a really good turnout at our camps between Orlando, Florida, and South Carolina, and I literally just invite all my old teammates that are coaching around the country. I bring them in, and I know these kids are going to get the best possible training, the development, and coaches that are passionate about the game that know how to get the kids to the next level. So, and I love it. I've started Pro Swings about 2 years ago, and I've loved it. We've just gotten a great response in the softball community, specifically in the Southeast, but even more so catching some national attention. Parents find their kids that come to our camp, so it's been pretty cool.
Is it based in Orlando?
All of our training is based in Orlando. We do all of our private instruction and team clinics out at Seminole State, and then all of our camps we've been doing in Altamont Springs. There's a 5-field venue there. Each camp we've got around 200 kids, and we've got about 30 college coaches. UCF, Hillary Barrow at UCF works most of our camps. Always get a ton of local representation of schools around here, whether it be Florida, FAU, FIU, UCF, Seminole State, Daytona State, and then we also branch out. So the other coaches that come from around the country, Minnesota's coaches come, Virginia Tech, Ole Miss, Auburn, LSU comes to all of them. So, I mean, a great representation. We're aiming towards getting a couple more new ones, having Georgia in. So just schools that the kids get excited about, but again, these are past professional players that I'm bringing in to work with the kids hands-on.
You know, there's a lot of things that you can teach as far as mechanics and how to swing and how to throw and how to play defense and all that stuff. But what has college softball or softball in general to you, what impact has it had on the rest of your life as far as like learning to play and how that has made you grow as a person?
I'll tell you, that's an awesome question, and I encourage everyone to get involved in sports for what it means. I mean, it helps build character. It helps build discipline. It helps even with the simple things like time management. It's helped with my leadership skills. Like, 10 years ago, I had no clue I was going to own a business and run something, you know what I mean? And I think the skill set that you get from being on a team, having to work with communication and step up and be clutch when it matters, all those things I think play a huge role. I think that's why athletes are so successful when they go into the real world and it's time to get a real job. Athletes know how to be accountable and responsible, and more than anything, I think strong leaders, because you have to be, you know, as an athlete when you're on a team sport.
Absolutely. It takes a lot of heart to do all those things, too. And I think that the best athletes have a huge, inner heart, I guess you would say.
No,
I don't know
you're
how to say
right. It's the inner drive and the passion just is crazy. It's like what I'm doing now. I mean, I'm not doing this, obviously, to get rich or anything. I'm doing it because I genuinely love it. This is my expertise, I guess, so to speak, in the field that I'm in. And I love it. I'm so driven to do more and more for the softball community, come up with innovative ideas. And that's my personality aside from being an athlete. That's my personality type of being a competitor and wanting to be the best at something, or wanting to be a part of a team that is just doing such great things for people and making a difference. And gotten all of that from being an athlete, I think.
Well, thank you very much for joining us. I want to give you an opportunity to tell people where they can contact you or where they can find you online and various social media things.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, we've got a website called proswings.com, and then we've also got all of our social media handles, whether it be Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. We've got all that. So anyone looking to contact me or us, or whether it's just to say hello, or you got some kids you want to get involved with Pro Swings, you let us know. It'll be our pleasure.
So it's proswings.com.
Yep. proswings.com.
All right. Well, thank you so much. congratulations. We're proud of you, and I wish nothing but the best for you.
Oh, thank you guys so much. This was really fun. I appreciate you even wanting to interview me. Like I said in the beginning, it's a pretty neat feeling, and 2 weeks from today is probably going to be one of the most special days of my life. So thank you for helping make it even more special.